where are recruiting and marketing programmatic similar? So how are these two things similar? So programmatic in recruiting actually isn't 100% the same as marketing programmatic, and we'll get into that in a second. But where are they similar? Well, the first thing, and I think this is really important, is they're focused on outcomes. And this is different than traditional job postings. Traditional job posting was really focused on the act of posting the job, right? In fact, we've all created lots of behaviors based on this. I'm not going to ask for anybody to raise their hand, but how many folks know a recruiter that goes and looks at a job board as soon as they post a job to make sure it's posted, right? We focus on the act of posting and not on the act of outcomes, which in our case is oftentimes candidates, qualified candidates, and then hires. So when you get to programmatic level, you're really starting to change that dynamic, and you want to focus on the outcome. You want to focus on the success metrics. The second thing that's really similar is automated adjustments. This is where the technology is making a lot of decisions for you that often you don't need a human to, or a human can't consume enough information in order to be able to make those decisions at an efficient rate. So this is really a good use of programmatic, is letting the technology make decisions and make them fast. Just like in marketing, pricing is different across the board, not just the actual payment amount. Like in marketing, you're often buying things by the 1,000 or by the million, where in recruiting, you're buying by the click. But you know, this one's 30 cents, that one's 50 cents, this is $1.20 in recruiting. Or you may be buying one on CPC, but you might be buying something else on cost per application, and something else you may even be buying as a slot-based, right? Technology can account for these differences and make adjustments appropriately. The same in marketing. And I mentioned at the beginning to focus on outcomes. It's really also focusing on down funnel data. Where are the things that are working for our business? So I don't care as a marketer if I've got 4 million views on one of my ads, if I've got 0 sales. But I care a lot if they're converting really well. And so being able to focus on that down funnel data is a really big part of programmatic and making sure that it's successful for our business. And where are they different? Well, it's interesting because in programmatic marketing, it's really based on, or at least originally, it's very much based on a display ad, right? So a very beautiful graphic with some words perhaps and a call to action. Now that moved forward, and we see this in Google AdWords, where you get a little more text and you get a little bit more information, but not a ton. If you think of a job posting or a job ad, it's really a unique kind of advertisement. It's a lot of text. If you think about just a job description, there'd be 1,000 words in a job description. That's not normal from a marketing perspective of an ad. So that's different. The other piece that's different about jobs is that they have multiple fielded data. So you have your title, you have your location, sometimes you have salary information, right? Those are all fielded data. And that means not all places where you would normally see a display ad could just take that ad and transform it and make it work, right? You need to have a unique place for this information to go, hence job sites. Is a common one that we see, or websites that can handle job inventory, that's what we call it, right? It's when you can take a job ad and be able to transform it and use that content. The industry infrastructure, because of the size of these job descriptions and the files and the way they work, it's very different than marketing. Marketing is all API driven, very, very fast. And the job board industry is moving in that direction, but we still live in a world of files, which means we can't update real time as much as we would like. And so there are differences in that, right? Sometimes the stuff moves slower. The other thing that's really important to understand is the audience. So in marketing, at least I don't know about you guys, but all marketers I've ever met, when I say 30 leads is enough, right? You're good. If I give you 30 good qualified leads, you'll be really happy. And they're like, no, keep them coming. Give me more leads. You can't give me too many. But if you were to tell a recruiter that I'm going to give you 600 qualified candidates for your one job with one hire, they would be like, please no, do not do that to me. I do not need to talk to 600. I can't talk to 600. So we have different needs in terms of volume and qualifications. These things are just different. And so we have to adapt and make sure that programmatic for recruiting works the way recruiters need it to work and not the way marketers need it to work.